Nothing at all, man. Just didn't come with the.
I mean, it's uncanny. So yeah, I would think. I mean, battered, both battered, exhausted. Like, you know, it was a brutal fight.
Teofimo Lopez is reportedly in serious condition after the Shakur Stevenson fight, following a punishing defeat at the hands of Stevenson. Lopez's night took a scary turn when he suffered a severe eye injury that required immediate hospitalization. Shakur's control and precision left Teofimo exposed, and fans are stunned seeing a fighter this talented leave the ring so badly hurt. This wasn't just a loss on paper. It may have opened a dangerous chapter in Lopez's career. Counterpunch Boxing reported that Teofimo Lopez is dealing with major health concerns after his loss to Shakur Stevenson. While the exact details are still uncertain, the footage shared makes it clear this situation is serious. Fans aren't just reacting to a result anymore, they're worried about a fighter's well-being. It's a harsh reminder of the brutal tax boxing can take, and it adds a heavy, sobering layer to what was already a massive, headline-making night for Shakur.
Serious health conditions. What kind? I don't know. He didn't go into specifics, but I think he posted this video to show the severity, the seriousness of.
Even though Teofimo Lopez showed heart, the damage he absorbed against Shakur Stevenson was vicious. Music Stevenson's jab and accuracy opened a deep cut above Lopez's left eye. By the later rounds, blood was pouring down his face as he struggled to protect himself and stay in it. This wasn't a small scrape. It was the kind of injury that sent Teofimo straight into medical care after the bout, with doctors monitoring him closely and keeping him hospitalized due to the seriousness of the trauma.
Fight the outcome, I don't think he looked great in the fight. He was missing, and his timing seemed off.
The Pain Game told the real story of how brutal Shakur Stevenson's dominance over Teofimo Lopez truly was. Every time Teofimo tried to rally, he was music, met by clean, exact punishment that kept swelling and damage building around the eye. It would have been easy to fold, but Teofimo's toughness couldn't erase the danger. The hospitalization afterward confirmed how severe it was, underlining the steep price of standing in front of a fighter as sharp as Shakur.
Getting hurt, he kept getting up, and he showed heart. You know, it probably would have been easy to stay down and not get your teeth shoved into you.
Eddie Hearn, reacting to Shakur's win, couldn't stop praising the level of dominance Stevenson put on display. Every punch was placed with purpose, and his jab and footwork kept exposing Teofimo's already compromised eye. Hearn highlighted Shakur's timing, fitness, and complete music skill set, explaining why Lopez looked overwhelmed and why he ultimately ended up hospitalized. This wasn't just a victory, it was a masterclass that left Teofimo in serious condition and the boxing world stunned.
Shakur looked strong, you know, Shakur looked like he was punching very hard. His jab was on point, his footwork was incredible, it's his timing, it's his fitness.
Claressa Shields reacted to Shakur's masterclass over Teofimo and immediately pointed out the grim reality of what we were seeing. She noted how Shakur's jab to the body and head left blood on the canvas. Music loud, visual sign of the damage Teofimo took. This wasn't only athletic brilliance, it was precision that turned a bad eye situation into a serious medical concern, showing the dangerous level of control Stevenson had in that ring.
I know boxing, and like I told y'all, we was gonna see a little bit of athleticism, but we was gonna see Shakur be using his jab, going to the body, and we saw blood today. Shakur did great today. Only thing I can ask for is to stop it. I can't ask for nothing else.
Shakur Stevenson, speaking right after dominating Teofimo Lopez, reflected on the damage he caused. He confirmed landing sharp left hands to the body and head, including shots that aggravated Teofimo's eye injury. Stevenson's timing and power left Lopez hospitalized after the fight. This was bigger than a win. It was a calculated dismantling, showing how elite skill can flip a competitive matchup into a night that changes a career.
Yeah, I definitely did. I feel like he's a fighter, so he tried to fight back. But yeah, I picked him apart. In the second round, I want to say that I told my corner, I said, I'm stronger than he is.
Did you feel like you hurt him at any point in the fight?
Yeah, for sure. I heard him a couple times. My jab, my left hand to the body, my left hand up top. I put on the.
Daniel Jacobs reacted to Shakur's dominant showing and highlighted the massive gap in skill. Every jab and combination seemed to hunt Teofimo's weaknesses, especially the eye that kept getting worse, until Lopez was forced into hospitalization. Jacobs stressed this wasn't about toughness or willpower. It was pure class on display. Shakur's clinical performance fully exposed Teofimo. Music, turning the fight into a lesson while reminding everyone how unforgiving boxing can be.
Mo is my guy, but I've always been a fan of Shakur, and I think that Shakur put on a clinic tonight. Least amount of risk, been able to put his skill set into fruition all night. The jab was leading. You can tell the difference in skill set, and that was the difference to me that made the fight. It wasn't about grit, it wasn't about heart, it was about sheer talent. And
Bruce Shoo Carrington reacted to Shakur Stevenson dominating Teofimo Lopez and couldn't stop emphasizing how effortless it looked. Every time Teofimo tried to exchange, he left openings that Shakur's reflexes and counters punished instantly. Switching southpaw, doubling shots, trying to change rhythm. None of it mattered against Stevenson's accuracy. The damage, especially around Teofimo's eye, was clear, and it's no surprise he ended up hospitalized. From round one, Shakur controlled everything, proving why many see him as one of boxing's most music, complete, and dangerous fighters.
Easy, I was saying, like, if Teo was to fight more on a back foot and throw punches when Shakur throws, that's the only time you're gonna get Shakur. But Teo, he has a habit of getting out of position all the time. He'll double up his right hand, turn square, or turn southpaw. Like, that's not gonna work, bro. You're not gonna take up enough space to touch Shakur. And Shakur's reflexes and his countering was just keeping Teo at bay. It was an easy night from round one for him.
Coach Wally called Shakur's win a legacy-defining performance. Stevenson didn't just grab another title at 140 pounds. He did it by breaking Teofimo down with surgical precision. Every jab, every counter, every clean sequence added to the damage, leaving Lopez struggling and later hospitalized. Wally highlighted Shakur's timing, conditioning, and skill, saying this wasn't just another notch on the record. It stamped dominance, and it left fans and analysts stunned at how easily he handled someone as gifted as Teofimo.
Oh, man, I'm very excited. I said this was another legacy fight for him, and he got a chance to, establish his legacy once again, winning another title at 140 pounds. So I'm very enthusiastic about his future and very proud of him.
Devin Haney reacted and said something looked off with Teofimo Lopez from the opening bell. Shakur noticed it too, and he punished it immediately, landing crisp shots that worsened the eye injury and left Teofimo visibly hurt. Haney pointed to Stevenson's focus and control, describing the bout as a clinical dismantling. Music, Teofimo's toughness was real, but Shakur's timing, defense, and counters made it obvious why Lopez ended up hospitalized. This performance...
What did you make of it?
At the end of the day, if you look at interviews before the fight, I was saying that, something looked off about him. He looked like he just wasn't really focused on the fight. He said my name before the fight, more than he even said.
Bruce Carrington, speaking again on Shakur's performance, praised how complete the dominance was. Music. From round one, Stevenson's reflexes and countering kept Teofimo stuck on the back foot, unable to build anything consistent. Every jab and combination kept punishing the eye that was already compromised. A major reason Lopez was hospitalized afterward. Carrington said Shakur made it look easy, turning what could have been competitive into a showcase of precision, timing, and control, strengthening his reputation as a top-tier, dangerous, and complete fighter.
Shakur looked phenomenal, dominant performance. Just what do you think about that?
Man, he made it easy. I was saying, like, if Teo was to fight more on a back foot and throw punches when Shakur throws, that's the only time you're gonna get Shakur. But Teo, he has a habit of getting out of position all the time. He'll double up his right hand, turn square, or turn southpaw. Like, that's not gonna work, bro. You're not gonna take up enough space to touch Shakur. And Shakur's reflexes and his countering was just keeping Teo at bay. It was an easy night from round one for him.
Watching Shakur Stevenson tear through Teofimo Lopez, Claressa Shields couldn't hide her reaction. She highlighted how Shakur won 11 of 12 rounds, controlling exchanges with surgical precision. Teofimo struggled to keep pace, his eyes swelling under the constant accurate fire, a reminder of how brutal the fight truly was. Stevenson's footwork, timing, and finishing combinations left Lopez hospitalized afterward. Shield's music praised not just the win, but the focus and skill, emphasizing how Shakur's story of perseverance and brilliance keeps shining, cementing him as one of boxing's elite unstoppable forces.
4-1, emphatically. 119, I think, to 109 was the scorecard, so basically like 11 rounds to 1. What did you think about the outcome and the fact that he was able to win so dominantly?
One, shout out to New York. The true Bruce Carrington, he's world champion now. I'm so proud of him. Been watching him fight the undercards and all this stuff forever, and to see him for world champion tonight, I was bawling, I was crying, yo. So shout out to him. He shine every time he come out to see his story, see how much he done overcame everything. Now he get a 12th round knockout, looking good against Jermaine Ortiz.
Edgar Berlanga broke down Shakur's relentless dominance and said Stevenson picked Teofimo apart round after round like it was routine. Every shot looked calculated, targeting weaknesses and worsening the eye injury that eventually sent Lopez to the hospital. Berlanga called Shakur a rare talent, saying his precision and control turned fights into statements. What impressed him most was the way Shakur blended power, timing, and IQ, leaving Teofimo overwhelmed. This wasn't just a win, it was proof Stevenson is one of the most feared and technically gifted fighters in boxing today.
Easy work. My brother Shakur spanked his ass 12 rounds like I told him he would. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of my brother, man. He did his thing, man. What stood out the most with Shakur right now? Say it again? What stood out the most with Shakur? Huh? What stood out the most with Shakur tonight versus Teofimo? Wait, what you said? What stood out the most? Oh, Shakur. I already knew he was going to box his ass out. Like, he was going to box him out. Easy work, you know what I'm saying? Shakur's a special talent in the sport of boxing, man, and he's been like that.
Backstage, bro, I'm just going crazy. Like, oh, he beat him up. It's easy work. Like, he's beating Teo up. Like, it's not even a close fight, you know what I'm saying? So, I was just happy for him. Super happy for him.
Man, he called out Conor Ben. You guys both trying to maybe co-main and main event in the UK with all these UK guys?
Hey, man, how big this event was, bro. Like, I ain't tripping. Listen.
To be completely one-sided. I mean, he won every round, in my opinion. Like the golfing levels was phenomenal, and I said to Bud, like, going into 12, he could do 40 rounds. Shakur, like, never out of control, footwork, timing, shot selection. I actually think he could have stopped Teofimo if he could have stepped on him. Teofimo looked like frustrated, just obviously busted up to the face. He's a phenomenal fighter, 4 division.